to a scavenger hunt, fried chicken, RV leveling blocks, and a small Indiana town all have in common? Not much, except they're all part of this week's adventure. We're exploring downtown Nashville, Tennessee through a scavenger hunt, checking out the surprisingly interesting KFC Museum, reviewing the new OX BLOX MAXX leveling blocks, and finishing things off in beautiful Nashville, Indiana. Let's hit the road.
What's the deal? I don't think we're off to a good start.
No. So I bought a voucher a while back for a scavenger hunt. We were originally going to do it in Victoria, Texas, didn't end up doing it, so we decided to do it today in Nashville. So we get here, I go and I enter my code and it says, oh, already been used, sorry. So now I'm on the phone with tech support, or chatting, whatever, and supposedly they say that I should just be able to go into the app and start the adventure, so wish me luck.
Well, it better work because we just paid $35 for parking down here.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Figure this thing out yet?
I think we figured it out.
All right, so what are we doing?
All right, it says, welcome to the Nashville Scavenger Hunt, Fairwinds RV. Get ready to rock and roll through the heart of Music City where surprises are as common as country hits. We'll be on a quest for quirky clues, puzzling puzzles, and maybe even a honky-tonk or two, minus the line dancing. That's good, because he don't dance. Our mission, to conquer this urban jungle with wit sharper than a banjo string. So lace up those walking boots and bring your best detective skills. Today we're not just hunting for items, we're making memories. Let's hoot and scoot.
All right, we still seem to be figuring this out. So,
yep.
Are we good now? What's it say?
I think so. So I clicked on the closest location and it says, up for more, let's check out the headlines and headliners in a very special alley. On Church Street, you can't miss the overhanging sign directing you to Printer's Alley.
Great, so we're gonna start out in an alley somewhere.
Yes.
I'm sure it's gonna be wonderful.
It will.
Okay, let's
Hopefully
go.
it doesn't smell.
Well, which way do we go? She's navigationally challenged.
Kind of, but I think this is Church Street, because we're gonna be on Church Street.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Okay, so it only took us 15 minutes to get out of the stinking parking lot because we have no clue what we're doing here.
But, right there, Printer's Alley.
Okay, so we found your stinking sign, now what?
All right, so we have 4 challenges. Look up for the red and white paper boy. How many newspapers is he holding?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Looks like it.
Count 5.
Okay. What Japanese dish consists of raw fish?
I think it's sashimi.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Then somebody lied to me a long time ago because somebody a long time ago told me that true raw fish is actually called sashimi. Apparently they were wrong. Or this app's wrong. Maybe they don't know what they're talking about.
Correct answer is sushi.
Or the app's wrong. So we just spent about 5 minutes right here at the end of this little alley trying to figure out where we were, trying to get our cell phones to work. For some reason the GPS isn't working very well down here, but we spent about 5 minutes trying to figure out where this next stop is. Right up there, the Blues and Boogie Bar. Yeah, thanks Google for nothing. So we've made it to the Bourbon Street Blues and Boogie Bar. We've identified it's a blues bar. Where are we going next?
Downtown Presbyterian Church in Nashville.
All right, well, hopefully Google works a little better this time.
And that's our Nashville scavenger hunt. We intentionally didn't show every challenge because half the fun is figuring it out for yourself. But hopefully it gave you an idea of what it's like. Vouchers are good for 2 years, and there are Let's Roam scavenger hunts around the world, so it's super easy to fit one into your future travels. If you decide to give one a try, let us know where you go. Now, let's get on to the next adventure.
So we just finished up the RVing in London rally here in, the rally was in
London,
Kentucky. But we had to go out and run an errand or two, and we found ourselves in Corbin, Kentucky. Some of you might know this, but we found ourselves at the home of KFC. So this is, I guess, the original spot, right?
Yes, yes. So it was originally opened in 1937 as a gas station, and then a motel was added, and then Harlan Sanders started offering meals to travelers, and then it turned into KFC.
But it was renovated in like 1990, but they renovated it to look the same. So works out well for us because we're both starving and we both love KFC, so we're gonna go in and find something to eat and take a little tour of the museum. Ought to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
right, it's a museum and it's a restaurant. The museum was interesting. The restaurant was typical.
Yeah.
So you would think, being the home of all of this, that they'd be super friendly in there because that was one of his top priorities, but not so much.
Not so much. But the museum was really cool. Like one of the other attendees at the rally said, you know, it's kind of a one and done.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was really cool to see from the beginning to the end. Like they've got all the different buckets that they've gone through, the different restaurant exterior styles.
Even all the different toys that they had in their
Yes.
meals for the kids and stuff, which was kind of cool. But
yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it was a restaurant for the most part. And I got the original chicken sandwich, which was pretty good, except they put like 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise on it, which made it kind of messy to eat.
And I got the bowl, which
of course you did.
Is standard. I mean, standard for me, but also, I mean, how do you mess with a bowl?
Yeah, so neither one of us got, you know, a bucket of chicken or anything, but I would say if you're in the area, you should stop by. I wouldn't go out of your way though.
The museum's totally free, so why not eat lunch and explore the museum while, you know, when you're done.
All right, it is the season for product reviews. We know we're bringing you guys a lot lately, but that's just how it works and how all these brands reach out to us. Especially during this time of the year, we get a lot of requests. So we got another one coming at you today. And just to let you know, we probably, for every one that we bring you, we probably turn down 10 or 15. So what we're doing today is we got these OX BLOX sent to us, OX BLOX MAXX. And we tried to use these a couple weeks ago or something like that. And we were on a site that it just didn't work. We're hoping it's going to work here because one of the benefits of these things is that it helps with the stability of the rig. The less shaft, if you will, of that landing gear that's showing, the more stability you have. So that's what we're going to try here. We've got 6 of these things, but we're only going to be using them on the front and the middle because the back's really low right now. So we're going to try and use these on the front and the middle landing gear, and we're going to see how this works out. So what we want to try and do here is we want to try and auto level first.
Yep.
And then what we'll do is I think, manually just try and lower the whole rig.
Maybe, yeah.
So that we don't have as much of that piston that's exposed. So that's the goal.
Yes, and I'd like to back up a little bit because we tried this a couple weeks ago. They didn't work initially, but that's because the site sloped so badly on the driver's side. We ended up having to completely move the rig farther over in the site, and once we did that, we were able to use 4, maybe 6 of them. But that site was just so unlevel, and they had done it deliberately because of rain runoff. But I mean, there was no leveling that thing the way we had originally pulled in.
And we used to have a different set of these blocks before that we ended up having to get rid of when we got this rig because it just didn't work out so well. These OX blocks are significantly shorter, so I think this is gonna help us on these. But I think we've still got some figuring out to do on this. Where's the sweet spot on these? When to use them and when to not. But anyway, this is the goal. We're gonna see if we can get these things done right today. We're gonna see if we can manually lower just a little bit after we get auto leveled, and hopefully that'll take a lot of that bouncing and swaying out of this thing. So it's up to you. You are the level master, so.
Okay, but we still have to unhitch.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
all right.
So we'll cut the camera until we are off of the hitch, and then let's go ahead and get manually or automatic leveled.
There you go.
And then we'll come back and see where we're at.
Okay, yes.
All right, so we've actually got this right at 0, and let's take a look around here. That's actually not too bad, right where it's at.
No.
The back one is sitting out a little bit more, but I don't know. Do you even think we need to do any more?
I don't think so. I mean,
we're level.
we trust that one.
So the app says we're level. This says we're level.
Yep.
So, man, I think that's actually pretty good right there. I thought that we were going to have to maybe manually level, come down a little bit.
Yep, no.
To reduce some of that stroke, but I guess not. So, well, let's give this a shot. We're here for a month. We've got plenty of time to kind of see what that wiggling around looks like with.
Yeah, being on gravel. See how these hold up to us being here for a month on gravel. So all of our weight
And here's the other thing. If we walk around to this side, one of the other things that these things are supposed to do, right, is to give you a little bit more surface area down there when you're in kind of a muddy or soft spot to keep everything from sinking down a little bit. So we'll see how that works out.
Okay.
I mean, these OX blocks are not terribly bigger than the footprint of the pad, but I don't know. We'll see. They're a lot different than our previous blocks that we used. A lot different. A lot shorter. They're not quite as there's not quite as much surface area.
Yeah, I'd like to say these are maybe half the height of our old ones. I think our old ones were 8 inches and these are 4.
Okay, it is hot out here and the freaking bugs are already getting me, so let's get set up. I've had one air conditioner running all day. It was 70 or 87 degrees in the bedroom. So I turned that one on about 20 minutes ago. So hopefully it's fairly cool in there, but it is freaking hot and muggy here. But
this is the good side though. It feels actually good-ish in the shade.
Yeah, it actually feels all right in the shade. And so, yeah, so our afternoons will be good. Yes. And at least it's not raining like we thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to be pouring down rain today.
Yes, it was supposed to be pouring down rain this morning when we left, and I woke up and it was
beautiful.
Bright sky.
I could have used a little clouds out there because it was super, super hot and humid. But anyway.
Oh my gosh, it was so humid.
All right, so let's get set up, finish this up, and get into the AC.
Yes.
All right, welcome to Nashville. No, not that Nashville.
Nashville,
Indiana.
Yeah.
Nashville, Indiana. It's like central, south Indiana, and it's kind of like the other Nashville. I guess it would be more like a small pigeon forge or something like that. Just all the touristy shops and stuff like that, but a lot fewer people.
A lot fewer people, yes. And it's not as like kitschy, touristy.
Some of it is, but it's not like cheap Chinese crap everywhere. True. I guess is my point. But you can get anything from, I don't know, magic tricks to records to
fudge and ice cream.
Fudge and ice cream and anything, everything in between. So anyway, I don't know if it's someplace where you can come and spend the whole day, but a couple hours, grab something to eat. They got some really nice restaurants here.
Yes.
And just spend a few hours here in more of a relaxed kind of an atmosphere. And to go along with all of that, it's got Candace's favorite thing to do, which is wineries.
Yep, there's a couple here. We have been to 2 of them definitely before, and one of them I don't think we've ever visited, so.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's plenty of wine tasting in our future as well. All right, the first winery is under our belt today. They get pretty good, generous pours in there.
Yep.
And it wasn't just a bunch of sweet wines.
Yes, they had a pretty decent selection of dry wines, so that was great. We found us a dry white.
Okay, but show them what else you bought.
Oh, yes, I have actually been on the lookout for something. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but
swing around this way.
Okay.
There we go. In the sun.
I don't know if anyone's...
In the sun. There you go.
There we go. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I've got, who is it, Obi-Wan?
Yeah, it's an old Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
On the dashboard.
Action figure. And now, I've said it before, but I love gnomes. So I have a little gnome and he's going to be added to Obi-Wan. And look, he's drinking a glass of wine.
Okay, next stop.
It's ridiculous.
You're ridiculous. What has it been, like 20 minutes since we were at the last winery?
Yep.
Hold your hands out. Let me see, are you shaking? You shaking yet? Yeah, that's what I thought.
A few minutes later.
Well, how many bottles did you buy?
Just one.
Oh, what kind is it?
This time we got a red, we got a Pinot Noir.
I'm so proud of you because you've graduated to all this dry red stuff. She is now an adult.
I am now an adult. I drink bourbon and I drink dry red wine.
She doesn't drink the bourbon straight yet. She won't drink it neat, but she will drink a nice stiff, like old fashioned.
Yes.
Anyway, so proud of her for being all grown up now.
He's taught me well.
The only downside to all this is now she drinks my wine and my bourbon. So I'm not a big fan of that, but I buy her the cheap bourbon.
I do have standards though. There's some that I just don't like.
Yeah, she doesn't like the Four Roses,
no.
Which I think is okay for a daily drinker, but yeah, she's not a big fan.
No.
So just stay out of my expensive stuff. Don't be mixing my expensive stuff with anything.
Yes, that would be kind of a waste. So I try to go for the mid-range.
So before we close out this week's video, I want to circle back to these OX blocks because, well, I want to talk about two things. Number one, I want to talk about our real short experience here with using the RV snap pads with the OX blocks. And then number two, just kind of give my overall thoughts on this so far. So number one, we were a little bit concerned about using these OX blocks with these snap pads because as you can see, they don't fit on there perfectly. So these OX blocks are really made for just the landing gear itself without the snap pad on there, and then it would fit in there nice and neat. So I was a little bit concerned about using it like this, but I don't see any issues with it, to be honest with you. It does hang over a little bit, and I was a little bit worried because the corner of it pops up here a little bit, but I haven't had any issues with it. And I can't see anything here that's gonna be an issue long term either. So we are definitely gonna keep using these because that brings me to my second point. These things have been really good. It's been about 3 weeks that we've been in this same spot. And the reason I really like these things is we have a washer and dryer in this RV. A lot of us that full-time do, and all of us that have washing machines in these things know that when that sucker goes into a spin cycle, it shakes the entire RV. And I will be honest with you, I didn't think Candace had even done laundry for a couple of weeks because not once did I feel the RV shake at all when that washing machine went into the spin cycle. So finally, I just asked her if she's done any laundry since we've been here, and she had done several loads, and I didn't even notice it. And usually the time that I feel it the most is when I'm sitting down and I'm editing videos, sitting there at the bar in the kitchen. It really shakes the back end of the RV. She'd done several loads of laundry and I didn't even notice. So these things, I really love these things. And again, to circle back to the previous ones that we had, they were a different brand. I'm not gonna mention the brand. I'll say they were Big Red Buckets, but those things were just too tall. And the problem with those is every time we tried to use those, this RV always wants to go nose down when it starts to auto level, and it wasn't able to ever get low enough on the front end with those previous blocks. So these ones, because they're only about half the height, we can still, man, I got my hand all dirty here. Anyway, we can still minimize how much of this piston is showing and minimize that rocking back and forth inside the RV. So we are definitely going to continue to use these. We're going to have to make some adjustments and figure out the best scenarios to use them in, but we got time for that. But I'm really glad that we've got these because you guys know how much these things can just rock and roll when you got that washing machine running in there. So anyway, that's gonna wrap this week's video up. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell button to get notified of all of our future videos. And until that future video, happy camping and stay safe out there, guys.